In this morning's Health Watch, carbon monoxide, the silent killer. With all this cold weather, we're already hearing about cases of CO poisoning, even deaths. Early Show consumer correspondent Susan Koeppen is here with more on the dangers. Good morning, Susan.
Good morning, Betty. December and January are peak months for carbon monoxide poisoning. You can't see it, you can't smell it, but it's deadly.
2 people have now died, 2 others hospitalized.
A poisoning scare at a student dorm in Olathe.
2 people are dead, 10 others are hospitalized.
As winter approaches, cases of carbon monoxide poisoning are adding up.
It's typical during the winter months because that's when we start using our heating equipment.
Carbon monoxide gas kills 450 Americans every year and poisons more than 20,000.
Carbon monoxide, you won't smell it, you won't taste it, you won't even know it's there until it's almost too late.
Christine Fritchen and her growing family had a carbon monoxide scare in November.
Had we not had a carbon monoxide detector, we all would have died that night.
A new boiler was installed incorrectly, allowing poisonous gas to fill the house.
It was as if someone had pulled a car into our basement boiler room and left it running for 6 hours.
Carbon monoxide is the leading cause of accidental poisoning in the U.S. Symptoms mimic the flu, headache, fatigue, nausea, dizziness, and shortness of breath.
You just assume that you're sick, people around you are sick because you've got flu in your home, when in fact it's actually poisoning.
Christine Fritchen was treated at the hospital for carbon monoxide poisoning. She and her family have fully recovered, but the effects to her unborn baby may not be known for years.
It's terribly frightening to know that we were so close to having a totally normal baby and that those dreams that we had for him may not be able to come true.
And Christine had a couple of carbon monoxide alarms in her home, one that didn't work and one that went off, but she thought it was malfunctioning. It wasn't until she went out to the store, bought a new one, brought that home, that she realized there was a serious problem in the house,
And
Betty.
that can be really frightening. So what are the problem areas in your home that can really cause that carbon monoxide to build up?
It's really from your fuel burning appliances. So things like your furnace, your water heater. It can also come from your fireplace, your stove, a car. So these are all sort of things in your home that can cause the carbon monoxide to come in, seep in, and cause a problem. So a few things to keep in mind. Always have your fuel burning appliances checked every year. You should never use your oven to heat your home. And also, I know it's cold outside. If you're going to try to warm up your car, don't start it and leave it running in an attached garage.
Yeah, make sure at least you crack the garage, open it up,
pull
or
the,
something with the
Pull the car out and do it in the driveway.
Yeah, exactly. There's a whole lot of them on the market. The question, though, that I want to ask is, where do you put them in your home?
You should have a carbon monoxide alarm on every level in your home, outside the sleeping areas, and then definitely in the basement. And, you know, it's because the furnace is down there, so you really need one on every single level of your home.
All right, so one is not enough. And when you go to purchase these, how much are they?
Well, you take a look. I mean, there's a lot
so
of different kinds that are out there. And, you know, we went out shopping yesterday and bought a bunch. They range in price from $25 to $50. You know, and there's the kind that plug into the wall. There's the kind that are a smoke alarm and a carbon monoxide alarm. They even make a travel carbon monoxide alarm.
So
if you're going on vacation, your hotel room, going to a friend's house, you're not sure if they have an alarm. A lot of accidents happen away from home, so you can actually buy one to take with you.
All right, so you can put them in different places. You need to put them in different places, and they range in prices, but they're absolutely necessary because you just don't know.
They call it the silent killer for a reason. You don't know it's there unless you have an alarm.
Good information this morning. Thank you, Susan Koeppen, joining us live.